Night of the Demon is a suspenseful horror film from one of the kings of suspenseful horror, Jacques Tourneur. The production was British, but stars American actor Dana Andrews. He plays a professor who arrives in London to debunk the credibility of a man who is the leader of a devil-worshipping cult. Upon arrival, he finds out his collaborator has died due to mysterious circumstances. With the help of his collaborator's niece, played by Peggy Cummings, they investigate the occult and find that there might be more to it than they thought. Not only that, but the cult leader slips Andrews a piece of parchment which has an alleged curse on it. A curse that causes a demon to apparate and kill whoever possesses the parchment. The plot may seem a little out there, but it's actually very well written and a sophisticated approach to the occult. We never see stereotypical motifs that are in most films about devil worshippers. There's no sacrifices, no demonic dances, no weird outfits, no crazy people. In fact, the cult leader himself is a very intelligent man. Just looking at him and hearing him speak, you might think he'd be the type to dismiss the idea of the occult. But that's part of what makes this film so good, is that it gives you everything you never knew you wanted. The film is more cerebral and relies heavily on suspense. And Tourneur pulls out all his tactics he learned while working with Luton to create some incredibly nail-biting scenes. On most of the film's posters, we see the demon. In fact, in the opening scene we see it, and it's not a disappointment. This thing looks really creepy, and the effects still hold up nowadays. Throughout most of the movie, we barely see the monster. Now, many might think this would be a cheap tactic, but it's actually the best thing they could do. By showing the monster in the opening scene, we get a clue to what kind of threat Andrews faces. We know what will happen if he doesn't work fast enough to discover more about the parchment. We also don't get a long time to stare at it. What I mean is, by not staring at it often, we don't see all its flaws and see how fake it is. Even with the film's serious tone, it works very well because of how many cliches they don't apply. It's a well-written, suspenseful, thought-provoking monster movie. What more could you ask for? See for yourself and see why it's one of the great horror films from the 50s.